we'll start in the back of the game with the backboard lighting. Obviously, you want to make sure your game's turned off. You're going to need to pull out the play field as far as you can. And you're going to take the long LED strip, which has an adhesive backing on it. And you're going to mount that under the top of the back of the game. I'm going to show you mine up in here. Hopefully you can see that. And it's sort of just right behind or on the plastic lip that holds the glass, just right up under here. So this is the plastic, and it's right up under that. It's attached to that plastic. It's about 1.5 inches in there, so you have enough room to figure out, to get it up in there without having to be too precise. The connector for it, the plug on it, will go on this side of the game. You can see I have a clear plastic connector there, a wire tie mount kind of thing there. You won't need that. I screwed that into my game, but you'll have the foam double-backed mounting plates that will go in there. They're black. So you'll take off the adhesive, you'll line the light up along the back there, and just stick it into place. And the plug will be coming off the left side there. So that will be the first step to installing the backboard lighting. It's possible you may want to put a dab of hot glue on this side, or just be innovative, good with the mounts. So you want to support the light, because the adhesive, while it is pretty strong and holds decently, you can see mine droops a little right there because I've had to reposition it and do a few things while I was developing the kit. So if yours doesn't stick completely, you may want to just dab a little bit of hot glue on either end and help that hold it. But on mine, I can stick it back up there and move it, and it stays pretty good. So I think you should be all right with the adhesive. The other piece that's going to go in here, let me pause, is the lighting controller, the cordless or wireless lighting controller. And so the plug from the lighting strip is going to plug right into this guy, the 4 pins. There's an arrow on this. Let's see if I can get that into view. There we go. There's an arrow there, and there will be an arrow on the lighting strip. You can see that as well. So you just match those up. If there is not an arrow for some reason, you can see that the arrow is on the white or black wire, depending on what strip you have. Blue, red, and green are the colors, and then white or black is the supply. So that's how you can know how to match those up. So this controller is going to mount up under the back box here somewhere as well. Basically, this other wire that's coming off of it is the IR receiver, and that's what the remote is going to want to hit. And so ideally, you will have this box mounted up under here with the IR pointing forward. So the box itself doesn't matter where it goes, but ideally, you're going to take one of those little plastic black mounts and mount this little IR gizmo up under here so it sort of points forward. Obviously, you'll want to watch out for anything that's on the game itself back here that will hit it, but generally if you go to the far left, you should have some room to do that. Basically, the idea is to have the IR receiver visible when the playfield is pushed all the way in, so that way you can change the lighting on the backboard from the game out front. Okay, so you'll take off the 3M tape on the back of this guy, and you'll just mount that up under there. And you'll want to route just the IR emitter pointing forward with one of those little black cable mounts. So just up under there. The end of the cable for the backboard lighting, the power cable, plugs into this guy right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. All these can only go in one place. And then you'll take that cable, which is the one labeled backboard, and you'll take the DC power plug, which is this guy, and that will plug into the white box, and then you'll run that power cord up and under and down the corner here. You can see my yellow and black, or the yellow and black wire that's there, and also the RGB wire that's there. So you can see it comes down this back here. You should have a cable clip there that they can run through. You may want to use another zip tie clip under there to hold them, and then you're just going to route them down. You can see where that RGB one goes, and that's my setup. It's different than what I'm showing you here, but that's the same path you can take. Basically, you're going to run it down the side of the game here. You can see there are clips there all along that you can route it into and down the side of the game. And it's going to end up in the front left of the cabinet. That's where everything's going to end up going. So once you mount all those pieces and plug them together, you'll run that wire down to the front left of the cabinet in those wire clips and just sort of let it hang out there while you do the rest of the installation. So that's the backboard LED strip.